Hello. Just waiting to see who will join in. Today I am doing a flip cup with all three of these cups, and I have only used leftover colors that I had saved in these little containers, and these ones are, it sounds funny, but these are breast milk savers, storage. They work really well for the poured paint. They really keep them well. And then I'm also using white, my fingers ready there, white in between the layers. Okay, so kick this off really quick, and I'm going to give them a gentle stir. Each cup was poured, each of these cups were poured with these colors that are leftovers and the white, but they were all poured in different types of layers, not the same way, so that I can get a different effect. This paint is super thick, so this pour is going to be interesting. Okay, setting these cups up really quick. I got to put them all upside down right now, so it's going to be interesting. I'm almost willing to just turn them over and flip them. So bear with me, I've never done this on this type of scale, and just so you know, I'm using a cheap canvas. I'm not going to say cheap, but there are some where the tops are not as hard and they're a little bit thinner. So I put cardboard underneath, just to give me that extra bit of thickness while I'm pouring. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn them over and just leave them on here, okay? I'm going to do 3 of them. And I'm not doing where I'm putting color in here, though I am thinking about maybe doing that. What color do you guys think would look good in between here? Black? I'm just curious. I'm trying to think about this before I head forward. I have all the cups flipped over. There are all of this leftover stuff that I have, and white in between the layers, and they were all poured in different types of layers. Hi there, Wendy. Just don't know if I should fill in the blanks here, or if I have enough paint. I think I do. I should be able to move it around. Any suggestions? I'm going to take a peek right now at some of the colors I have. If I have a lot of one color, I might do, let's see. I don't have a lot of just one color, except the red. I'm willing to do, not that I'm willing to waste red paint, but I know this sounds crazy, but I'm just going to do this really quick. I'm just going to do this totally random. I don't know how this will work. Usually it's all one color already, but I thought I'll just add this to it. And I'm going to let go of the cups and we'll see what happens. I mean, really, it's all about experimenting, and so I really had the most of the red, so that's why red won. And I don't know if it's going to be the winner, but I'm going to let these cups go and see what happens. I'm not going to take the cup off and tip it like on the side of the thing that everybody does it. I'm just going to lift it straight up and take the cup away, okay? So I'm going to do that in all of these 3 cups, and then I'm going to start the tilting party. But before I do that, and I don't always do this, but I think I'm going to add some protection to my hands. So hang tight. Put this glovey on. Yeah, I know it is a lot of red. I'm a little bit like, uh-oh. But you know what? I always see black and white. I don't really see color filled in all the time. So let's see what happens. Okay, guys, this is gonna get crazy. Okay. Oh, it's like going for a race right now. I don't know how much red will actually survive once this paint goes over it, but it's looking pretty neat. So I got quiet. I got a little like zoned out for a moment. Just trying to make sure I hit this corner really well. Then I'm going to work my way to the side, and then work my way down So far, lots of things are happening. It's looking really cool actually. I'm kind of enjoying it, so if I zone out and don't say a word, it's because I'm watching the paint fall. It's very thick, so I'm kind of letting it go to a certain point, and then I'm going to go the other direction, but I kind of want to cover one side. And I really want to get some nice skins, so I was thinking that's going to be very, very beautiful. I've got almost all the way down, so I'm going to stop here. I just want to get a good grip on it when I let go. Okay. And I'm going to work my way back this other direction. I'm kind of resting it on this. Oops. Losing my skin stuff. Okay. Letting it go down. And I kind of thought the same thing about the red. I was thinking, oh man, I don't know if that red's going to really mess my stuff up. But you know what? You can't really see the red in there anymore. I mean, it's kind of cool how it's kind of filling in with the other colors. I kind of been liking that look. Just heading it down ways now. And wherever my finger is touching up here, don't worry, I'm going to touch that part up. It's just giving me a chance to hold on to it while the paint's dropping. So right now I'm going to let it drop because I know that this canvas is, I'm not going to say cheap, but it's thin, so it doesn't really hold the paint as well. So I kind of understand why you pay more for the firmer canvases, because it actually does a better job not kind of wilting when the paint goes on there. And it all depends how thick it is too. Okay, so it's working its way down. I'm really enjoying this part of it. It looks really wonderful, but I still got to go sideways. So the good thing about, well, it's not good, but when you do pour it and it's thick, it takes longer for you to get to whatever it's actually going to look like. So it's interesting watching it change from what it looked like from one thing to the next. And this side right here, it looks really cool. To be honest, I don't really do a lot of canvases myself, but I'm starting to enjoy it when I do it the way I do my rocks, so that's kind of fun. It's going to take a while for this paint to fall. Kind of, look here, it's kind of thick right there. It's going to take a while for that to kind of move. But I want it only to go a certain direction for a certain moment, and then I do want to turn it to keep the design moving. So it kind of gives me a long time. These paint skins are going to be totally awesome, right? Just saying. So it's like a 2-for-1 when you do the canvas, because sometimes I use it for the transfers, but now I'm starting to just save my skins for Christmas time. Because I thought, well, with the way they do the skins on the necklaces, those are going to be really cool Christmas gifts. So right now I'm just kind of collecting. Sounds crazy. Never thought I'd use the word, but I'm collecting skins so that I can get that cool effect. Uh-oh. Technical difficulty. My little thing fell over. Okay. Kind of going to tap it a little bit. It's so thick, and then I'm going to move it over this sideways right here. So what do you guys think? What do you think about that? Remember, this is strictly leftovers. I didn't even use much of my regular paint. I only used the red that I kind of squeezed in on there. And then I used, what else did I use? Oh, all the leftovers there, and then a little bit of white. Right now, I think it's like how I want to work with it, so I'm going to put it and rest it here. I'm going to put it down just for a second. Well, actually, no, I'm going to grab this for a second. So I really, Ruth is laughing at me collecting skins, gross. I know, it does. It sounds disgusting. I'm collecting skins. Look at those skins. They're so precious. Okay, back to this pour right here. See how there's some spots right here where my finger was touching it, and it's kind of, so you can use your finger if you want and add the color on. Take care of that spot. And on the sides too, where there's no paint, I could just kind of go over the sides right here with the paint, kind of fill in the blanks. These sides are pretty good. I don't want to use all my skin stuff, but let's see how this side covered really, really well. It went right over the sides. That's really nice. I kind of go over the bottom there. Kind of try to fill in the blanks. And the back covered really well, so I don't have to do anything with that because it seemed like that covered, oh, except for this corner. This corner right here. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you guys, oh, my hands look so pretty. Look how pretty. Okay, so I really like the way it looks, but it needs swirls. So hang tight, just 1 second. Grab something. Okay, I'm back. I had to turn the AC off because if you ever have the AC blowing while you're doing your pours, it sometimes will mess that stuff up. So I love the way it looks, but I need a little swirl. It's like a little faces in this little spot here. Just a little faint swirlings. I'm just gonna kind of add to certain spots. I try not to be scared about doing these types of things because sometimes you're like, oh, I'll just leave it as it is. I don't want to touch it. But sometimes you never know, you know. You could add some accents to it and give it a really cool look. Me, myself, I just get bored, like it just looks like blah. So when I add a little something to it, it kind of makes it look pretty cool. And since it's a cheaper canvas, I gotta be careful because it'll go too low. But I kind of want to work my way to get a heart in here. And then I like the way this is looking. Sorry if I zone out. I'm just gonna twist it in here. I'm not gonna say that adding swirls to the canvas is my thing, but I don't know why, it just makes me happy. Got a little, sometimes from the canvas you do get a little bit of dry paint in there when you use your excess. Just trying to see where I could add a little. I like it because the red comes through in these swirls here, or just the lines, just making lines in here. Gives it a cool effect. Plus, for me, it makes it look different than all the normal canvases that I see. Just a little touch on there, and this one's gonna be a heart. I think I want like an upside down heart here too. I think I'm done with the swirlies. I could probably use a little swirl in the middle. And because it seems still a bit thick, even though I've done the swirls, I'm gonna grab the side of it. Actually, I'm gonna grab the bottom where I grabbed it last time. And I'm gonna see if it's gonna flow any more down. So if something else, just in case, because it seems just a little bit thick. So I was gonna give it a little minute to go down just in case. But what do you guys think? I mean, I enjoy the canvas, it's fun, but just sometimes you just gotta be willing to get in on there and start messing around with your canvas too, because that gets a little exciting too. I kind of really like the way this corner came out. It's really cool how that looks. So I don't want to mess with that part. That was my most precious part. So I really like that. I just did little swirls in this spot right in here too, so that give it that effect. Okay, I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna put the phone down for 1 second. I'm just gonna tap it really quick just to make sure if I could get any more paint coming off of there. Okay, putting it down. Okay, now my hands are full of paint. I'm gonna grab something really quick. Sorry to leave you guys hanging there for a minute. I just don't want to get my phone all dirty. Okay. Okay, that's it. Finished product. I'm gonna let it dry, and just so you guys know, it's probably gonna dry for a good 2 weeks before I actually seal it. I know it does take a little bit long for these to actually seal, but if you do wait, you will be less inclined to get bubbles, and you'll be more happy with the outcome because the paint will fully have cured. I didn't know that at first. At first I thought, oh, next day you can seal everything, but it's totally different. Totally different. I'm just kind of going over the edges, just making sure it looks good, but all in all, I'm very content with how I added stuff to it. I can see a little fish right here. And just the way the designs look on there. This is my favorite part right here. It looks really cool. It moves into that. Okay, guys, enough of that. I'll try to catch back tonight with the slate and the little pottery that I had shown earlier. I'm going to do that pour tonight. So I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. All right, bye-bye.